I've been working with my kids and these teens and the population I do. And that is one of the things that we lie about ourselves. They let it known. We lie. I lie to myself because it makes me feel better. I lie because my life sucks. Well, it all starts. Stop lying to yourself. Then you wouldn't have to lie to your partner. You could
Is
meet.
a big theme in our culture with our youth and our teens, and is causing such dissonance. There's lack of commitment, there's lack of convictions, and there's a lack of morals and values, which actually is an internal dissonance within themselves. And you can hear how they rationalize it. And I'll explain afterwards. You'll see a big spiel that I do on a regular basis with them. So here's a recap.
And then I got home and I texted him. And I texted Braylon. And I was like, Braylon, I gotta tell you what just happened. She was like, okay, so I told her. And then the couple days after that, we just started slowly talking again. He literally only talked to Kaylee to get back at me, apparently. Like, he was just being petty. Whatever. And then he was like, he told Kaylee the truth. He was like, I don't want a relationship with you, I'm sorry. And then a couple days later, we started talking again more, like, frequently. And we started working on a lot of our trust issues we have for each other. And then, like, 2.5 weeks later, 3 weeks later, he asked me out. I was like, okay. He took me on a date. First date in a while. Took me to my favorite restaurant. Took me to Rio's.
I was going to say, I don't know who needs to hear this. And that's just because I got used to these teenagers, little TikTok, little jingles that they do. But I know exactly who I need to say this to. And it doesn't matter if it's the holidays, which usually peaks a lot of infidelity and cheating, or if it's, Valentine's Day, or if it's because I'm heated and I'm mad because somebody doesn't do what I want them to do. Any time of the year, this can happen. And it all stems from 4 levels. And the first level usually is the lack of communication. You get with a partner, or you're with your partner, which is, you're married, you're dating, you're just now starting to see each other, and there's no open line of communication. And then it starts. Yeah, everybody knows, because then they get discontent. And when they get discontent, they start arguing, or they start fights, or they impute on their partner a sense of, you should have known. Why didn't you know? Instead of saying, let's have a conversation. I'm feelings put out there, and hey, what are we going to do about it? It dwindles. I call it a kettle with the lid taped down, and firewood just keeps getting burning hotter and hotter. It's going to explode at some point. So then that starts, and they get discontent. And then they start blaming. That's the second stage. There are 4 stages to infidelity. The second is so horrible, you start labeling them. Now you're isolating them. There's the power and control. That gives you the defense for stage 3. And this is actual activation into the last stage of cheating. Infidelity. Stage 3, you're going to start eliciting the opposite. Your interest. Partner, opposite sex. Well, nowadays it could be same sex, but it is an intimate relationship that you actually may want to further on. But you're using it first as an emotional touch-in. Instead of turning to your partner, you're going to turn to an other person to gain that touch, that love, that hug. You're going to enlist them in all your emotional woes, or please help me as your victimhood, that they're so horrible, they ignore me, they don't talk to me. But they stopped talking to you the second you started labeling them and calling them such a horrible person. In stage 3, that is where you actually are committing infidelity. That is recordable and actually can be brought into court as you being a cheater. And then the last stage, well, that's just solidified it. That's the signing of the last of the deal. You actually either you're kissing, groping, and having intercourse. Sex. That is it. Those are the 4 keys to infidelity. But infidelity and cheating started way back when you started dismissing your partner. You didn't sit down and have a conversation. You didn't say, okay, I don't know where this is going to go. And instead of ending it or trying to work it out, You decided, I'm going to shift this around, manipulate it, and blame them for me going to get entertainment. You want a cheater? Then be a cheater. You want somebody that actually values, respects you, and actually wants to try to be a partner? Then you be that. Don't be a cheater. And don't lie to yourself. And don't lie to other people. I've been working with my kids and these teens and the population I do, and that is one of the things that we lie about ourselves. They let it known. We lie. I lie to myself because it makes me feel better. I lie because my life sucks. Well, it all starts. Stop lying to yourself. Then you wouldn't have to lie to your partner. And you could leave. You want out? Then get out. Don't be a cheater. I've been working with my kids and these teens and the population I do, and that is one of the things that we lie about ourselves. They let it known. We lie. I lie to myself because it makes me feel better. I lie because my life sucks. Well, it all starts. Stop lying to yourself. Then you wouldn't have to lie to your partner. And you could leave. You want out? Then get out. Don't be a cheater.